Welcome
to Shade
in
in the City. I'm your girl, Treese.
It's Nellz.
And y'all, today we are here, gathered together, dearly beloved, to talk about the foolishness that is the 90-day fiance.
Wait, which one?
Hmm?
You said dearly beloved.
No,
yes. I was like, wait a second.
Yes, but we're here to talk about the 90-day fiance, season 10, episode 6. If anyone objects, say aye
to this union. No, yeah,
I do. Okay, I do. Ooh, all right. So yes, Shade Squad and all of our new viewers, if you have not already, please make sure that you hit that like button
and that subscribe button.
And y'all, I'm not gonna waste no time. Let's get into it because y'all know I got a read to give Rob.
You ready?
Let's get into it. Oh, and Sophie is not exempt. Let's get shady. Rob and Sophie. I don't know why they give the goodness in the beginning, but you know, we see Rob still trying to get in touch with Sophie. Baby, please answer your phone. You know, and she's not been very responsive.
It's just weird to me.
He acts like he don't give a damn, but he blowing up.
I was gonna say, I was like, he's blowing up her phone just to show her how unapologetic he is.
I don't understand.
It makes no sense to me. All you're gonna do is piss her off even more. Just take some time, reflect on what the hell you did, and then maybe come back apologetic and see what happens. Because what did I do wrong? It happened so long ago. Oh, because it's old to you. Because it's old to you, she should let it go.
I'm just telling you, I personally, it's giving F boy.
He said it was like free porn from a random girl.
Sir.
What?
Right.
Like, what?
Right. If you wanted, there is a thing called P-Hub, okay? There's a thing. And that's free, okay? So therefore, but you getting personal pictures from someone, that's like you paying for OnlyFans, sir. No, it's not acceptable. Not when you're about to get married.
Like, oh, so we okay sending our back and our front to random people?
Well, he said it was them sending it to him.
Oh, listen, guess what? What difference does that make? So it shouldn't matter if I send it to somebody.
Well, I agree, but
and they the one rubbing off to it. So I mean, what difference does it make?
Well, he doesn't know if she's done got on a plane and left already. But Rob says that, you know, what she's upset about, as Nellz said, was months ago before her visa got approved. Now, Sophie calls her mom to vent about, you know, all the things she found in Rob's phone. And obviously her mom is upset because she's like, I told you this wasn't shit. I know we are not 15 minutes in. But anyway, and she's just like, I was trying to like this jobless, boring.
I won't say like, she was trying to tolerate.
Trying to tolerate because he said that he loved you. But somebody that loved you wouldn't have you looking like this after you done up and left where you live to come be with him and live in his room.
Roach and rat infested room.
Right.
Look, you know what though?
You know what finally found out. Clayton and his mama are doing better than Rob.
We finally found out why he didn't go to where she lived at. Because he didn't want to. Like, he got so much going on in LA.
Well, I'm just more happy that mom confirmed it for us that he's jobless. He's not doing anything. And then let's talk about Sophie. Why are you okay accepting this? Why would you? I'm trying to wrap my mind around. I don't know. And hear me out. Maybe it's just part of the storyline because we got to be practical. How would you possibly get her over here if you didn't have any money? You have to have some type of income.
You got to be paying his rent. He bought her a ring. He got to be doing something.
Right. He has to be doing
maybe
something.
like you said, Uber.
Uber. Yeah, he's doing something. Because
all I know is, listen, in the words of the great Cardi B, broke boys don't deserve no kitty. I know that's right. Okay.
Oh,
broke boys don't deserve no kitty.
Oh no, not the kitty won't even purr. No. So yeah, basically her mom is like, if I were you, I would be getting on a plane to get back home. But the fact that you're sitting here having this conversation with me versus packing your bags, and like I said last review, and you rented a place, clearly shows that you still think that there's hope and you want to give him another chance. Now Sophie's sitting here playing, well, you know, you don't just stop loving somebody like this, and you know, I want to hear him out. I want to hear what he has to say. And I feel like, what is he possibly going to say that is different from what you saw? Like, I'm trying to, what does she think she's gonna hear?
It wasn't me.
Right. I'm just, and I hope Sophie gets on a plane and goes to hell back home. I think that Rob is still in his, still for the streets. And if she keeps messing with him, she might be living on the street. So I think that she needs to.
It might be better.
Look, if I were you, Sophie, I'd get on that app and I'd find me some real good friends with some money in LA. That's all I'm gonna say. That was Rob and Sophie for you.
Now, Patrice's favorite, Jasmine and Gino.
Nah, that's you.
So Jasmine and Gino, they're getting ready to go visit his family. She's not super excited. We know that she doesn't really mess with his family, and she feels like, I'm sorry, no.
Yeah, that's about right.
No, basically, she's doing it. She's, biting the bullet because, she owes Gino. He mad at her still, and she done pissed him off, and she wants to make up. Okay, so she feels like, this is the best.
You can tell Gino is like, his fuse is running short with her. Because even when he was like, I went and met your family and did the do, and what?
They wasn't disrespectful. They know how to respect the person I'm with.
Well, that's true. But, I also think when you were helping pay the bills and probably help pay some of theirs too, and giving them a place to live, and I'm sure they were getting nice things from the money that you might have sent her. I would.
Well, my thing is, if it's our relationship, why do they even know the ins and out of our business, of our relationship?
Gino clearly, Gino talks too much. I will say that.
You pillow talking with your family?
Yeah. Yeah, Gino's pillow talking with the family.
So in the car on the way there, she kind of expresses herself, and he tells her, you need to think positive. And he says that he had no problem visiting with her family, like she said, and she said they weren't being assholes to me. I mean, to you, I'm sorry. So you shouldn't have had no problem with it. And he's like, that doesn't matter. But it does. It does matter. It makes a huge hell of a difference. Okay. Basically, so he's basically like, just be positive or whatever. And she said she's trying. Musa, she's working on it. Okay. Now they arrive. Jasmine says that his family is being really nice, but it doesn't surprise her because she thinks of it like an animal trying to attract their prey.
She thinks it's phony.
I said, well, and apparently his Italian family, they love bocce ball. But, Jasmine came in.
I never understood that game.
We played that at right?
Pinstripes. And I never understood it when we played it. I thought it was like a real, I'm not trying to offend nobody who does this. I thought it was like a real knockoff bowling. Like, it was like, I feel like it's like going outside and throwing some rocks on the ground, see who could go the furthest.
I think you're just trying to get your ball the furthest, and like, without getting stopped by everybody's balls or something like that.
I guess in the country we just call it skipping rocks on the water. And
I can't stand you.
I'm just saying.
But definitely, so she's killing it. Apparently, this is her first time playing bocce ball. Now, you would have thought the family, I don't know, I would have just felt like, if this is like a us thing, and you came in, this is your first time doing it, like maybe I had a hand in like maybe teaching you a little bit. Like, they would have definitely embraced her, but they really still wasn't even given that. It was given like, okay, great. Yeah, good job. We don't really care. But yeah, so his family wasn't impressed. Now they said that they look mismatched because Gino's not attractive. He doesn't make much money. And she also posts provocative pictures online. So they think she's just trying to find another sugar daddy.
Well, what's
If
crazy
you said that
to
he
me-
doesn't make much money, what another sugar daddy? Wouldn't that make him a sugar daddy?
Well, what's crazy to me is that your own family has no problem. Like, that's what they think of you. You're not that good. So basically, they feel like you don't deserve someone that looks like Jasmine because you don't make much
Well,
money.
they didn't
You
say
don't
that.
look that good.
They didn't say he didn't deserve.
It makes me, and no, I honestly, because literally the whole time I was waiting for you to get to this part, because this whole scene, I'm not gonna lie, it made me think about, well, how the hell I wonder how they treated his last wife.
You know what it makes me think? What it makes me think is the lack of respect that they show her shows you the lack of respect that they have for him. Because even if a family member or somebody doesn't
mess with your
doesn't like your partner, out of respect for you, they're going to at bare minimum show them respect. So yeah, all the text messaging that they're get that she's getting, and the way that they speak to her, it's clearly showing a lack of respect for Gino. But I don't know, Gino doesn't see it. His family is everything, whatever. Clearly he has more respect for them than they have for him. Now Dana's wife, Michelle and Jasmine, made a connection, which surprised the hell out of me. I actually appreciate the fact that she doesn't just
that she came over and
it wasn't just like, I'm gonna just go with what my husband says, and he don't like her, so I don't like her. And she told her that basically Jasmine told her it's been difficult. She had to leave everything back home, and she gave everything to her sister, apparently, I guess, like her car and stuff like that. And now she's 100% dependent on Gino. And Michelle let her know basically she's there to be her shoulder to lean on.
It's so funny. I don't think we ever seen Jasmine drive when she was in. Every time her and Gino were out, they were taking a cab or they were getting like an Uber. We never seen her to have a car. If you think about it, we never seen her drive.
Because Jasmine is a passenger princess. She's not doing that.
Well, Gino could have drove the car. I'm just saying, it just made me think.
She said, "Sir, the little bit of money you've been sending me, it ain't enough. Okay, so when you get over here, you're gonna spend.
I guess.
Who knows? While he was in town, she probably let her sister use the car. Or who knows? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm assuming, since her sister didn't have a car, she gave her car. That she was like, well, my man's coming to town, so you can use my car while I'm out and about with him. He got it.
Oh, okay. So she called it, girl, come get my car.
Well, at one point, wasn't they living together?
Her and the sister?
Yeah, the sister was living with her, right? Sister said, look, if I gotta get away from y'all, I gotta take off. Listen, I need to have a getaway car to do it, okay? Because I can't be dealing with this mess y'all got going on.
Well, that's true.
Now, so then Gino thinks apparently that it's a great idea to tell his family that Jasmine took the $4,000 that he sent her to buy a wedding dress and get a cosmetic procedure done instead. My thing is, if you're dealing with it, you still in it. Clearly, that's where you want to be, and that's what you're doing.
Right. So what's the point of explaining that to them?
Exactly.
Besides making them already
dislike her even more.
Right.
But of course, this makes them even more skeptical of Jasmine. So Gino's family wants to know if she is really appreciative for what he's doing for her. And she said that she feels
he should be appreciative of her.
Exactly, because she's the one that sacrificed everything.
Look, I ain't even gonna be mad at Jasmine hit him with a Lloyd Harvey. I'm the prize. Okay.
Well, apparently, according to them, they agree. She's the prize. So, she said she's educated. She speaks 2 languages. She's worked since she was 16. But with
I'm sorry to cut you off. Were you not offended by and I'm sorry, I'm gonna say it. Forgive
I know
me.
what you're talking
But
about.
it's giving,
I ain't get there yet, but I know
it's
what you're
giving
talking about.
Trumplican.
Yes, it is.
It's giving, what are you? I'll let you get there because that irritates my soul.
Now you gonna let me get there?
Well, no, because I thought you were skipping over it, but go ahead.
Yeah, so basically, she said with the visa process now she's not allowed to work. And she's really feeling like she's being attacked, especially because she's not an American. But I felt like she still did answer the questions, even though, we know how Jasmine can be.
Right.
And
I'm not gonna lie to you. That one question, I would have been cool, would have answered everything else all nice, sweet, very politely. Once you asked me that question, oh, the real Jack, I'm proud of her keeping her composure.
One of his family members asked her what she'll be doing to be a productive American. I'd have been like, what's a productive American, sir? What do you do? What do you consider a productive American?
I go and because the Capitol.
Because you can't ask any other country about Americans. They think you fat, they think you lazy, they think you overeat. What do you consider a productive American? Because if that's what you think a productive American is, hell no, I'm not doing none of that. I ain't doing none of that.
Well, yeah, I definitely think that I normally never agree with Jasmine, but I definitely felt that energy where it was like, I'm not from here, so now first of all I got to do is sit here and look pretty and be Gino's wife. It rubbed me all the wrong way.
Listen, let me tell you something, and I really believe had Jasmine not been trying to kiss up to Gino after that, I really believe she would have let him have it.
Right. I was like I said, I give her props. I was proud of her because
even with Dana, when they spoke over FaceTime that one time, she really didn't get in him like that, like the way she was talking like to Gino, like she would have, but she still let him have it, and she did it in a way that was still respectful. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like she would have done that, but I think she was really trying to,
right,
play nice for Gino. But yeah, so then the whole prenup conversation came up.
Right.
Talking about how, Dana, I guess Dana and his wife, they got a prenup, and
because her dad wanted it. I'm sure that was not Dana's choice. Her daddy said, not my daughter. What you won't do is get this family money.
Basically, they told her like it's a security blanket, that she won't take everything that he's worked for. So now she's super feeling like, attacked and feeling like they don't trust her.
As she should.
She was like, yeah, it's time to go. Like,
I still think she behaved very well.
She did. She showed a lot of self-composure, because we know how Jasmine can get.
Restraint.
Yes. And at the end of the day, who the hell are you? Me and my future husband had this conversation already. We worked out the details. Who are you? Basically, Jasmine said that it was time to leave, so they left. And on the way back to the house, she dropped her phone in between the seat, and she's looking for it, but he like, girl, it's really not that serious. Just wait till I stop. Whatever.
I'm gonna let you finish it.
She went looking for it. First of all, we're not about to just let our phone just sit down there. I don't give a damn. Okay, she's looking for it. She pulls something out. She said,
"Oh,
what is this?"
The nigga, what is this? What is this?
Oh, you got lip gloss. Look at you. She ready. He said, I don't know. She said, no. What is this? Oh, well, maybe one of my coworkers and when we go out.
Oh, so you didn't have coworkers in your car?
First of all, I don't have, listen, when he said, yeah, I hang out with my coworkers and stuff like that, that's fine. I ain't got no problem with you hanging out. Why are they in your car? It's sitting in your front seat. Got lip gloss falling in between your seat.
Here was the issue for me. I was 100% with Jasmine on this one. One, because she's obviously, they pillow talk. They've been together, as we said, for seasons. I could see in his face when that phone dropped, he was like, don't worry about it. Don't get it. You get it. Like he did not want her. It was giving the vibe. He knew that was there. He didn't know, but he knew it was in that car, and he didn't want her looking around that car. I 100% believe he knew that she was in there.
Now he was being a little weird when he was
Was
like,
being
"Oh,
so
just
weird.
wait." Da, 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 da.
Right. He was like, "Oh, don't worry about it." Da, da, da. And then when she pulled it out, and she was like, "What's this?" And he's like, "What's what?" Like it was all over his face, and I knew what she was saying. Like, I know when it's lying to me, and he is absolutely lying to me. And then when here's my thing: y'all been together, y'all supposedly talk about everything, do all this craziness. As crazy as Jasmine is, if you wanted to go hang out with your coworkers, that probably would be something that you should tell her versus letting her find out when you get here.
Well,
now, granted, she's hanging out with Dane.
I was about to say, listen.
But he didn't know that. Look, but he didn't know that.
And neither did she didn't know either. Listen, I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
When he said that, the whole co-workers thing, I was like, whatever. She hang out with whoever the hell she wants to. So that didn't really bother me. Okay. But why they in your car? Why are we not meeting up? Are you going to their house to pick them up and then driving them back? Like, I don't know. That's just.
And we clearly know it wasn't a male. Because, I mean, I would hope they're not wearing lip gloss.
Listen. Look.
I'm just saying.
I ain't about to get into it. But all that pent up energy, all that anger, and guess what? It was finally released. Okay. Jasmine released it out on his ass. She flipped the hell out, talking about how he was a cheater. He's lying. She wants to go back home. This girl jumped out, and you know how she felt about that weather out there, okay, in Michigan.
Girl that had no clothes on, and she
had no clothes on. She had a skirt.
Got the legs out.
I think she even dropped her phone and left it on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
I think she hot. Look.
It was raining.
I think that's why I didn't bother her. She was 38 hot. Okay, she was hot,
and it was raining.
She ain't feel none of it.
Right, because I was looking at her and I was like, "You couldn't wait till you got to the house? Got your coat?
Nope.
Got your license? Nope. Got your ID? Got your all your stuff?"
She said, "You know what?" She said, "As hot as I am, I need to jump out this car, get in this cold, and cool the hell off before I do something where I'm gonna get."
Well, I guess so.
Extradited back to my country.
Yeah. I feel that.
I feel it, girl. I feel it.
But what it was for me, okay, I'm not going to lie. I understand you being upset. You gave up a lot. You had to sit here, be interrogated by his family. It's just always the... it's just always so extra. And then I gotta be and this is how I know Gino is like wearing thin, because he's like, it is not that serious. Ma'am, it is not that serious. He even looking at her crazy, like, Jasmine, really?
Yeah, I think she said she wanted to go home, and he was like, okay, like, all right.
Right, like he was like, and actually, I think he said, I'm gonna drop you off. He said, "I'm taking you to a hotel tonight."
Oh, I missed that.
No, he said he was taking her to a hotel that night, and basically she wasn't coming back home with him. And then she was like, "I want to go back home," and he was like, "All right, that's what you want to do." Yeah, Gino is. Because I think here's my thing. When you pull those, I'm not saying that she didn't feel hurt. The problem is she uses her crocodile tears so often that he's become numb to the shit.
No, you lucky I'm using my crocodile tears instead of these hands. Because really, that's yeah.
Right. Look, crocodile tears over kangaroo hands, okay?
Right? It's true. Because that's the energy it was given. Like, if I really thought you was doing something,
right. Clayton
and favorite.
Clayton and Anali, I don't mind them. I mind the clutter and the guinea pigs and all that stuff. But I do like Anali. Anali is on her, and you know what? I applaud her for being able to walk into that situation and not say how she really feels.
I think Anali don't really like Clayton.
I can't believe you said that about Anali.
I don't know why it sounds like you trying to say anime.
I was gonna say eat the cake, Anali, but that's enough. So Annalee is on her way to Kentucky, as we know.
Annalie.
Oh, Annalie, you're right. I didn't really start renaming.
That's why I'm like, you really trying to change her name
so she's on her way to Kentucky, and we see Clayton. He's preparing his apartment for her arrival. His mom comes out the closet. Not like that, you know, she came out the closet. Talking about she's trying to work on her Spanish. And so Clayton tells her, you know, to talk to Annalie in a normal tone. They'll be talking to her like a child.
Can I say I'm so glad that he said that, because it aggravates the hell out of me. And I could actually see her doing it, but people will
but not intentionally, only because she so doesn't know how to speak it that she probably sounds remedial when she tries. Like when she was like,
no,
Te amo, and you see how
I'm not even talking about like her. I'm just talking about people in general.
Oh, okay.
When they can't speak the language, they'll either speak louder or speak like slower, like they're supposed to understand, because now you're speaking to them like they're dumb.
I've seen
it's a totally different language. You look dumb doing it.
But, you know, he's obviously worried about his mother and Annalie getting along. He decided he was going to purchase flowers for the first time ever in his life to welcome her to America. He felt like it was a special occasion. And I said, bruh, that needs to be a weekly thing, and you need to give them to her, not just set them on the table. But, you know, she finally arrives, and they do the calmest welcome. I can't even call it the welcome run. It was, she didn't even look excited for real.
And you're surprised that I said that.
I was
like, what episodes in all of 90 days have we not
seen? And I said in my notes, say, I think we have never seen this in 90-day history.
Because we're so used to, we're like, yeah, of course, they were excited to see.
Right.
They embrace each other. Yeah.
This man was in tears, and she's like, oh, that's cute. You're crying. You ready to go? I was like, damn. I don't know if it's okay. Nellz I think maybe everybody has different personalities, right? I would love to know her sign. Maybe
out of all the seasons that we've watched, with all the different scenes in 90 Day, at some point they greet each other at the airport. Out of all of these, she's just okay. You know what?
Maybe I don't know. Maybe her personality is just different. I don't know. I'm trying to give Annalie a break, okay?
Who doesn't get excited to see a loved one? Like somebody that they plan to spend the rest of their life with in a totally different country. I think she was more excited to see all the trees.
So, you know, he's all emotional. He gives her this little alpaca that he bought for her.
They didn't say anything about them being intimate, did they?
No.
It wouldn't surprise me if they ain't do. Well, I don't know. It's given maybe that they did. I know he was kind of looking forward to it, like they've done it before. So.
Oh no, you didn't see that part.
What, when he said that he ain't getting none?
Was she put a pillow between them before they went to bed?
Oh yeah, but.
Oh, okay. I was like,
no. That's what I'm saying. But when he said something like, you know, he doesn't know how he's gonna, like, how they're gonna feel about his mom being so close or something like that in the next room. It gave me the impression that maybe they did something before, but yeah, the way
because she's never been over there before.
No, like
he's done it.
You mean with somebody else?
Yeah. He said he's had girls over before, and he asked his mom to leave, or they'll turn music on.
But that's what I'm saying. The fact that she was over there and he was thinking like that, it gave me the impression that it wasn't like, well.
Or you thinking they was having nasty time on the phone or something?
No, I just didn't think that he would be expecting it if they've never done it before. Do you know what I'm saying?
Oh, no, I think they've done it like before.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, I think they've been intimate, she's just not getting down on the first night she's in America. Okay, she hit him with a Monica. Monica probably thinking something.
Monica said, I want to get down, just not tonight. She don't want to get down. She don't want to do nothing.
So basically she's there. She's, you know, playing like she's excited with production. I'm gonna say playing just to go along with maybe possibly Nellz's narrative, right? And so, you know, she lets him know, if you piss me off, the guinea pigs are gone. And I said, well, you better listen to her. But he said, you gotta learn how to cook first. So I said, oh, shots fired. Okay.
Right? All she got to do, skin it and throw it in the oven.
Okay. So anyway, so I watched a really disturbing episode of ID where this girl went crazy on her roommate and she cooked a rabbit and then served it to him. Like an actual rabbit, like out the pet store rabbit. Like it wasn't no small bunny. It was a big, and the head was on and everything. Like you could tell it was a deep fried bunny. Just now. So anyway, like Nellz said, she really likes Kentucky. She thinks it's nice. She clearly really didn't have that many expectations. I was like, you're really not getting excited.
She really doesn't want to be there.
So he's still concerned about, you know, them clashing. She finally gets, but he said he's not gonna evict his mom no matter what. So they're gonna have to work it out. So then they get to the house, his mama greets her, and she's like, hola, te amo. And I was like, oh girl, that's for the first meeting?
That lady don't know what she's saying. She
I said, you love her for the probably, and that's why Annalie
she probably meant como estas, and like the girl's like, okay.
She was like, you love me, but you just met me. That's weird.
She ain't know what she was saying.
So then he wants to give her a grand tour of the 1-bedroom apartment, right? So, you know, he's
it's a 1.5. It's a 1.5.
The 1.5. And he's like, you know, kind of showing her the logistics or whatever. Ain't much to show. But she quickly realizes that they don't have a dinner table. They don't have a couch. And they're more concerned about having room for the animals to run around than they are to live. And she thinks it's
that's backwards. That's not how we do it where I'm
from. And then she goes to the closet where she sees where mama sleeps. And she's like, you know, most people have shoes, clothes, you know, those things in there.
She said they store normal things in there.
Right. And I said, well, when
not people.
Right. I said, not when the person from the other country is looking at you sideways. That's bad. And actually, she said her apartment was her house. I think she said her house was much bigger than that. But she probably ain't got to play these American prices.
Me wonder why. Why are we not saying, listen, I appreciate you want me to come experience life there. Okay. But I got all this.
Right.
You ain't got.
Maybe you need to come over here. But first I got to tell my daddy about you. But, you know. So yeah, basically, then, you know, they try to go to bed in the night. And as we kind of already touched on, Annalie has no interest in doing anything. And he was a little bit kind of excited about possibly, he at least wanted to fill on her booty. And she said, that's not going to happen. And
I want to sleep good.
Right. And put a nice big size teddy bear in between them and basically rolled over and said, good night.
You know what I feel like part of it might have been?
What?
It's different when you come to my house, you know what I'm saying? But now that I see that you're okay living in this filth and this clutter.
So I'm gonna be honest with you. I think that was a turnoff. I think after she knew to like, but once to be able to physically see all the and like, even when she was like, yeah, I know we're gonna go through rough patches, so I don't want to complain. Again, what I left, even in a third world or different country, is better than the circumstances that you're living in here. That would not make
I think he even said something like, I know you're tired and that's why you're not saying anything about the living situation right now. She said,
yeah, it wouldn't make me get moist either. It'd be dry as a desert.
I would be a little nervous. I would be a little nervous to sleep there too.
Yeah. Be scared of guinea pig.
Got food running around. What'd you say?
I'd be scared of guinea pigs gonna run up my ass. They got
the food running around all over the floor.
Right. They got more free range in the house than anybody.
Next up is Ashley and Manuel.
We know this is Nell's, soul sister.
I can't stand this. So apparently Ashley and Manuel, they're being all pleasant and nice to each other. And production calls their ass out. They was like, what just happened? Just an hour ago, y'all were fighting. Y'all are good now. What the hell happened? She said, we had sex. That solves a lot of our problems. So we're good now.
Were you here for her little manifestation during sex theory? I don't know. I thought it was interesting. I was like, I'm gonna have to go look that up. Is that a thing? Or is this just some that she said,
They head out to go meet her friends. Apparently her friends have a lot of concerns. They know that they've been arguing a lot.
They also know that they've been a lot.
Yeah, they want to know if they're actually going to work in, or if they're just going to keep on using sex to, get over these molehills. And Manuel says that she just yells and listens. Makes the friends kind of feel like he really doesn't care about her. And they just want to, make sure that she's all right. She's in a great relationship. Child, she don't even know if she's all right or in a great relationship, but apparently that's what she manifested. So he said that, if he said anything wrong, basically to offend them, he apologizes.
He said he was just fed up and he won't go answer nobody's questions, just like he don't answer Ashley's.
Okay, I don't know what, okay.
Yeah, that's what I got from it.
Well, moving on. They're going to couples therapy. Okay. And she feels like this is preventative. You know what I mean? Yeah.
But she doesn't want to pay for a divorce. And clearly she's going to be the one paying.
Actually, probably cheaper than paying for therapy.
What'd you say?
I said it's actually probably cheaper than paying for therapy.
Well, yeah.
And according to Manuel, he doesn't know when y'all are getting married. So good luck with that. And she tells the therapist basically that when she tries to communicate with him, he kind of has tunnel vision. He's like into the TV, he's into whatever he's doing. And it makes her reaction stronger. And he said that he kind of just sits back and enjoy. Like he loves that. Which of course makes her livid. She's like, why would you say that? Because that's the truth. He's telling you when you talk to me and you're yelling at me, you're not getting through. Okay. And
it gives me that they enjoy
pissing each other off.
They enjoy a toxic relationship. Just so some people get off on just the thought of having makeup sex. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I don't enjoy myself, but I won't pick a fight. I won't start like I like my peace too much, but it gives me that he likes to get her pissed off and she likes to get mad, so then they can have sex and they'll be happy. It's definitely a routine in their relationship. And I think at this point they actually enjoy it.
So she also feels like he's very secretive and like, he's living like a secretive or like double life. This man said, I'm a man and I need some privacy. Like, what you want me to do? That's just what it is. He didn't say I'm opening up. He didn't say I'm gonna try. Maybe you should manifest that. As many times y'all have sex, why you ain't never
manifest that? Open up. The only thing you open up is your legs. We get to Nellz's favorite of the season, probably of all 90-day history. It is Nikki and Justin.
You know what? I actually don't mind watching them. They're kind of funny to me.
At this point, I like Nikki. I do. But it's almost like a Sophie for me. You're punishing yourself by continuing this relationship with this man. Like, you really are punishing yourself. So Nikki and Justin, they finally did the do, but now she's complaining because he doesn't want to please her. Or let's just go ahead and get into that, okay? Now she tells him that, she would also like more sex because, she took hormones before she got there. And, she's like a leopard in heat. And I laughed to myself because I said she would compare herself to a cat. Just saying. He tells her she should go search for a professional, like, sex worker, if that's what she wants. But if she's looking for partnership or relationship, he feels like he gives her that and gives her a little on the side. So, you know what I'm saying? Every now and then, a little poke, joke. So you know, he basically, his excuse is that he doesn't have as much experience as her. And again, this is why I'm like, why are you putting yourself through this? I feel like you're trying to train. I feel like she's living in the past of how he used to treat her and what things used to be like. And she wants that back now. And it's never going to be that. You're basically his sugar mama at this point.
But that's, you know what, though, Trees, that's most relationships. Most
That's
relationships are when, you know, things were good in the beginning, you know that that's what they're capable of, and you're hoping and praying that that's when it'll come back around and it'll be like that again. So you stick around waiting for that. That's, I don't want to say most relationships, but most downhill relationships.
Look, as I saw the other day, I am divorcing this version of this relationship. Okay. That's what Nikki needs to do. Divorce this version of the relationship. So, you know, she says she doesn't feel secure because Justin seems like he's just not sure. So he goes to take her to meet his friends, and she feels like this is a step in the right direction for them. His homegirl, Roski, I believe her name was, is really surprised at Nick's choice to be, you know, with a trans woman, but thinks that, you know, she's very nice. So she asked about, you know, the last time she was in Moldova, and, you know, and we get into the story about how she wasn't upfront and honest, as we know, with Justin, and, you know, kind of misled him, but then obviously shared her truth, which caused some friction, as we know. But then Nikki goes into her, hear me out, right? Everybody got to pass. Everybody got to pass. I'm not on her for that. I don't know if I need to go share all of my past with my man's friend.
Well, I think part of it was she was saying she didn't tell him about the transition because she wasn't accepted by her own loved ones with the transition. So she was worried about telling him and not being accepted by him. And then also what that led into, her, you know, her loved ones not accepting the transition. So she had to figure out how to survive. And the things that she did.
As Nellz was saying, you know, poor girl ended up being a prostitute, being on drugs, and, you know, she had it rough just trying to find a way to eat. And Justin understands that she had to do what she had to do to survive. Roski, I keep saying his homegirl because that's what my notes say, but Roski, I did catch her name at the end, explains that, you know, she sympathizes with her, but also feels bad for Justin, who comes from a small country that's not really receptive to this type of relationship. It's very traditional. And Nikki is glad they do seem to be accepting of her, but plans on, you know, as she say, playing Inspector Gidget and, you know, asking some questions to figure out why Justin is the way he is. So then she asked Roski to come to the bar with her, and it just gets even deeper, right? So then they go to the bar. Justin tells his friends that, you know, it hasn't been easy for them. His friends, you know, say they understand and they're there for him. And then Nikki decides to bring up to Roski about their sex life and how he, you know, doesn't want to lick the kitty. So, you know, she says he did it before. He knew. And now that he knows, he's not interested in. So Roski's like, well, what did he say? And she's like, he said, give him more time. And she's like, that's not an answer. And I could appreciate her for that, being real with her and be like, yeah, girl, that's not an answer. I know that's my friend and I know this is, you know, different, but not that ain't an answer. And so Justin is at the table with his homeboys talking about how, you know, Nikki is a sex machine, and, you know, that women from their culture are just a little bit more submissive and she's so dominating. And then his homeboy,
he said dominating like a man.
Right. And that's hard for him. And then his homeboy asked if, you know, does she still have the willy whacker? Or, you know, I don't know how else to word that. And, you know, he says no, when she's naked, she has everything that a woman has. You can't tell the difference. So, but he does admit, because now that he knows, it's hard for him to perform. It's just not, and, you know, the ladies return, and then it's awkward. It's awkward. And again, I just feel bad for Nikki because I do feel like there is, like they say, there's everybody for somebody. I feel like there's somebody out here that would love her for her. But the problem is she's trying to force the peg into the square hole, and it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense because he's just not there. And the reason why you're probably coming off as so dominating is you're trying to force somebody to accept you and love you for who you are. That's my opinion. And I don't think she should have to do that. I think she should find somebody that wants to genuinely be with her and love her so she can live in her soft energy.
So Nick's parents arrived. They're super excited to meet Devin. His mom said that she's pretty in person. And she really had no interest in America until her son started dating an American, and now she wants to know all about it.
Right.
So at dinner, they started asking questions. They want to know where he plans to live, and he lets them know that he'll be living with her family for a year. To which his mom says that she will miss him.
Mama's name is Gunja, I think. That's how I spell.
Look at you.
Oh, I didn't get nobody else's name.
Oh, all right. Well, every little bit counts.
Yeah.
So the father, he notices that, she's not eating, and he suggests that, how about you eat, and then, we'll continue. We'll circle back to the questions. But by this time, Devin is upset. She starts crying, and everyone looking at her like she got two heads. Like, what is wrong with this girl?
What is she crying for? Is that American? Are they that sensitive?
Why is she crying? But they actually did seem concerned. It wasn't like why is she crying? They actually, why? Like, what happened? Like,
no, but when I was laughing when she had the lipstick on her teeth, and the sister was looking at her, and he went to clean her teeth, and the sister was looking at her like.
So then Nick explains to his parents that, she's crying because, she said that they'll be so far away. Mom appreciated this. His mom says that she's a mom and she'll always worry about her son, but she supports him and supports them, and them getting married, and wishes them a very happy marriage. She said that her son has always done well, and she trusts his decisions. I said, oh, she trusts his. Oh, yeah, okay. I
liked his parents. I really liked his parents.
I like that. So Nick says that, he has to meet Devin.
And even the daddy called her skinny. Around here calling her piggy.
Yeah, listen, as an American, okay, especially the way they talk about Americans, every other country, I'd be like, yeah, what you not about to do? That's what we're not about to do. Okay?
Right.
Okay. So Nick says that he has to meet Devin's family, and he's hoping that it goes as well, if not better, than this meeting. And he does believe that Devin's tears helped, the acceptance.
Right.
Okay. But yeah, it was, the only thing that I thought was kind of awkward was the goodbyes. It was like, okay, bye. All right, just bye. Like, it was like, I want to hug you, but I'm not. It was just weird. But other than that, I mean, I thought it was cute. I thought it was a cute little meeting. Devin was really, really crying. Like, she was.
Yeah, she was really crying.
Like, girl, you need to get up and go to the bathroom and get yourself together, because you was like, like you couldn't catch your breath. But I mean,
But no, I like them. I like the two of them together. They seem like they genuinely, I mean, obviously we know they met, so they've been together before. They're just doing this whole 90-day thing, which I think that they'll make it.
It's not like Joy and Red.
Shut up. Anyway, so thank you guys so much for tuning into another review of 90 Day Fiancé. If you have not already, please make sure that you hit that like button.
You comment.
You subscribe.
And you hit the notification bell.
And make sure you're following us on all the platforms, the TikTok, Twitter. Shout out to y'all. We are at 123. I love y'all. I ain't been on there in a while live tweeting, but I appreciate that y'all still be following, listen to me. The Instagram is growing. It's going, glowing. I love it. And then I forgot one thing, Facebook. TikTok. And I'm terrible. Yeah. I did TikTok. Facebook, I hardly pay damn attention. But I'll get on there sometimes. But anyway, yeah, thank you guys so much. And we will catch you next week. Thank God it is on a Sunday. We'll catch you next week. But Turkey Day is coming. A lot of our shows are ending, so I'm going to enjoy this little break that we're about to have. And yeah, we will catch y'all sometime next week after the holidays. So happy Thanksgiving in advance. And yeah, good night.
Good night. Happy